The next equilibrium is saving investment equilibrium, but this is straightforward, nothing interesting actually, because this is just simple algebra. You move around. At the end, by doing that, you have the equation of saving equals to investment. Okay? You will understand in 5 minutes this thing because it's just high school algebra basically. So saving equals to investment. But why this is important? Because our next step is to derive one of the most important concepts before aggregate demand. Remember, we are now still looking for the animal which is called aggregate demand. So before we generate that aggregate demand, we need to understand this concept which is called the IS curve. Okay? So once you understand the saving investment balance, then we can start deriving the IS curve. How do we do that? Well, we are combining all these equations because these equations are pretty straightforward. Okay? And pay attention on this investment equation, the one that I'm circling here, okay? I is the investment, capital I. And that investment is a function of interest rate, lower I, and the output. So what is new here? Anybody notice what is new from the beginning of our class today? Yes.
Sir,
I cannot see you. Jana, can you move the camera so that I can see all the students? Yeah, okay, go ahead.
I think what's new is that there's the y in the function of interest rate. So before the output becomes the dependent, now it becomes the independent. It's the one that affects the interest rate. And also, previously in the previous equation of aggregate domain, it's the investment that affects the output, the GDP, and now looking at the function, it seems that now the output that affects the investment.
Yeah. That is a good try. Unfortunately, that's not entirely correct. But what you said is not wrong. But see, the first equation is not really a functional equation. It's identity. Okay? This one is functional. So the first one in which the y is on the left-hand side, that is identity. That's not a function. Okay? But here is a function. Okay? And that's why when you have identity, y is on the left, I is on the right. But when you have a function, it's nothing wrong if I is on the left, y is on the right. Okay? And that's what you meant. Which is correct. I mean, what you said is it's not wrong, but that doesn't answer my question. The question is, what is the difference between before and now? I'm not asking for comparing that identity and this, because if you do that, basically you're comparing apple and orange, which you're supposed not to, right? Okay, anyone wants to try? So let me repeat the question. What is the difference between now, this one, the investment, okay? Equation, not identity. This is an equation, functional equation. What is new from this compared to what we discussed before? Okay, I give you a hint, and let's see if any of you will catch this hint, okay? The hint is autonomous spending. Okay, I give you 1 minute to think. Remember when we discussed the multiplier? There is a concept of autonomous spending. What is the definition of autonomous spending? Anybody want to try? Yes, I saw one hand up. Yes, please give the microphone.
Sir, but I don't know if this is true or not.
Yeah.
You said before that autonomous is not dependent by the output, right? But in this function, the I, there's like the little I and Y, where
Correct. That is the correct answer.
Okay.
Yeah. So that means what is new here compared to before is all of a sudden now that investment is no longer autonomous spending. Because now investment has its own behavior. And what is the behavior determined by? It's determined by interest rate I and the output Y. Okay? So that is the key, what is different from before. Okay? Now, and you see there's a sign, right? Like under I, the sign is negative, and under Y, the sign is positive. Well, that means if I interest rate increase, then investment will decrease because negative. But if output increase, then investment will increase. Is that clear? So, now you learn that interest rate and investment is negatively correlated, right? And now you learn that output is also negatively correlated with interest rate. Remember that sign? So because of that negative negative relation between output and interest rate, then you have this curve, negatively slope. That is called the IS curve. Any question? So that's the end of the goods market. Remember, we are talking about three markets, right? Goods market, money market, and financial market. So I don't know how long it take, but it's okay because this is the first course meeting. But we just completed the goods market.